In the ninth episode of Nyaight of the Living Cat, titled Cats in Prison, the stakes of the Nyandemic climb to new heights as the survivors, led by the cat-obsessed Konogi, continue their precarious existence in a world overrun by adorable yet deadly felines. The episode picks up from the previous cliffhanger, where the group's temporary sanctuary in a grocery store is breached by the relentless feline horde. The narrative centers on Konogi, Kaoru, Ota, Tsutsumi, and the others as they navigate the claustrophobic aisles now teeming with cats, each one a potential vector for the virus that transforms humans into felines upon contact. The episode opens with a tense sequence. The survivors scramble to fortify their position, using shelves and shopping carts to create makeshift barriers. Kanogi's encyclopedic knowledge of cat behavior shines again, as he identifies the cat's ability to squeeze through tight spaces, complete with a quirky aside about their liquid-like flexibility, courtesy of their lack of a rigid collarbone. This factor, delivered in a moment of high tension, underscores the show's knack for blending education with absurdity. Kaoru's emotional turmoil peaks when she spots a cat resembling her transformed brother, adding a layer of personal stakes to the chaos. Meanwhile, Tsutsumi, the allergy-afflicted optimist, provides comic relief with her futile attempts to resist sneezing, which inadvertently draws more cats to their location. A key moment arrives when the group discovers a hidden storm, offering temporary reprieve. Here, the episode slows to explore character dynamics. Kanogi's mysterious past is hinted at through a cryptic flashback involving a cat-filled laboratory, suggesting he may know more about the Nyandemic's origins than he lets on. Arata, ever the pragmatist, clashes with Konogi over their next move, advocating for a risky escape through the store's ventilation system. The atmosphere is thick with dread, amplified by the constant meowing just beyond the walls, creating a soundscape that's both cute and unnerving. The episode ends on a cliffhanger as the group ventures into the vents, only to find a pair of glowing feline eyes awaiting them. The animation in Episode 9, handled by Studio OLM, continues to embrace the Series B-grade horror aesthetic with a mix of polish and intentional roughness. The cats are the undeniable stars, rendered with a hyper-realistic attention to detail. Each whisker and fur pattern is meticulously crafted, making their cuteness a cruel contrast to their threat. The animators lean into this dichotomy, using slow-motion shots of cats sleeping or rubbing against surfaces to evoke both awe and terror, a nod to classic zombie films where the menace is both mundane and overwhelming. Backgrounds, particularly the cluttered grocery store, are richly detailed, with scattered products and flickering fluorescent lights enhancing the apocalyptic vibe. However, the animation falters in human character designs. While functional, the survivors' movements occasionally feel stiff, particularly during action sequences where blocking feels more choreographed than fluid. The use of muted color palettes for the humans contrasts effectively with the vibrant cats, but some scenes suffer from inconsistent shading, particularly in the storeroom's dim lighting, where facial expressions lose clarity. The sound design, however, is a standout, with the cat's mouths layered to create an almost choral effect, amplifying the horror comedy tone. The opening theme, Cat City by the Yellow Monkey, injects a rebellious energy, though the ending theme, Matatabi by Wanama, feels slightly out of place with its upbeat tempo clashing against the episode's darker moments. The episode's pacing is a mixed bag. The blend of frenetic action and slower character moments is ambitious, but transitions between the two can feel jarring. For instance, Konogi's flashback interrupts a high-stakes chase, momentarily breaking the tension. Yet, the animator's commitment to the show's absurd premise cats as existential threats keeps the episode engaging, even when the narrative stumbles. Episode 9 of Nyaight of the Living Cat delivers a solid mix of humor, horror, and heart, maintaining the series' unique charm as a zombie parody where the undead are replaced by irresistibly cuddly cats. The episode excels in building tension and fleshing out its characters, particularly Konogi, whose mysterious connection to the Nyandemic hints at deeper lore to come. While the animation occasionally struggles with human fluidity and narrative pacing, the show's commitment to its ridiculous premise and its genuine love for cats keep it compelling. The cliffhanger ending, with its ominous feline eyes, sets up an intriguing next chapter, but the series risks overstretching its concept if it doesn't soon address the Nyandemic's origins or the survivors' long-term goals. As we approach the final third of the 12-episode season, Nyaight of the Living Cat needs to balance its episodic cat-fueled chaos with a strong narrative arc. The show's strength lies in its ability to make you laugh while glancing nervously at your own pet, but it must deepen its character arcs and world building to avoid becoming a one-note joke. For now, Episode 9 is a fun, if flawed, addition to this catastrophic tale, perfect for viewers who revel in the absurd and adore a good feline fright.